mic, so hopefully you can still hear me. I want to capture this moment because these are moments that really you have to be present to see them, to feel the hurdles, to feel the victories, to know what is happening. And as you already know, I have a fashion brand called Afroclan, where I make clothes with a wonderful team in Tanzania using handmade techniques passed down from our greater generations. We use these handmade techniques to create patterns on fabrics that are natural fibers. Then I ship them to Europe. There is where our market is focused at the moment, and later in other places, of course. I wanted to just share how I have been feeling yesterday and today. You know, you realize that when they say what you will achieve your goal by consistency and not motivation is very actual. I'm grateful to have the drive and the will. I enjoy doing business, and I may have many moments where I'm just naturally drawn. I want to post my content, I want to do the editing. And then you have moments where it's not because you are in your natural element and you want to post content. You are showing up because you understand. You understand you have a role to play in your vision. You can't hire people because it is not mathematically making sense. Even you, actually, you are still learning. And to be honest, I think there is a degree of intimacy with your vision that you have to experience. I don't know if this is making sense. You understand when you are it's like, for lack of a better example, it's like having a kid. At their early years, you want to enjoy the intimacy of having them, right? You're not just gonna the quickest if you can avoid it. I understand circumstances are not always accommodating, but at some moments, whether you want it or not, you realize you may not be able to pay for the cost of somebody else helping in. But on top of that, you just wanna be present and enjoy the intimacy of that moments. And I want to do that for my business as well, to curate messages that work, to know what editing content, what style of editing makes my content viral. I value if somebody could come on board and discover that, but why let somebody else discover such intimate details of my business? Because I don't know, there is something very close to my heart about that. Yet, I believe there is a role for somebody to come on board and help, and I won't hesitate to do it when the time is right. After I have established my ropes, after I know the insides and the outside of my business, this is the third year, and I'm still learning. And after the resources allow that, I think then, I will know how to tell people this is how you edit my content. This is how you post. This is the frequency. This is what works. This does not work. I hate this for my brand. I like this for my brand. You understand. And so I'm holding this intimate moment of my business while at the same time it is taxing, emotionally taxing. I tell you, I have no energy to edit. I am still editing. I have no energy to post. I am still posting. I am posting. Today I posted 5 times, 6 times a day. I do not have energy to align with suppliers today. I did. I align with supplier, with other people that are supposed to align with, because you have to move the ball. You have to move the ball, and your vision wants you to do that. Your vision wants you to show up. Nobody's going to do that for you. In fact, you may find a way to hire somebody. They won't carry the passion, they won't carry the weight. This is the part where it's you pushing your idea to materialize. I don't know why my mind is really going through the childbearing process. It's like when a woman is in labor, nobody's gonna help you to push at this point. You may have some interventions around you. You gotta push. This is the part where you are the one who will do it, and do it with honor, and do it honorably, and do it because once you are past that point, yeah, you'll be grateful you did. And the nature of the fact is, nobody's going to do it for you. Remember my example about labor and the woman during that phase? She has to do it. There are maybe so many interventions, but she has to do it. So you got to do it. Nobody's going to do it. Do it while you are tired. You will need to rest, it is true. We don't forget about that. But I'm going to be raw with you. When your vision is young, you won't have the fluidity of saying, after every 1 week, I will take a week of break. Hopefully, you find a way during the day to rest, to find a way to mitigate things that takes energy for you because you may not be able to do everything. Stretching yourself to be the best in every department of your life won't be tangible. You have to agree there are things I will still do and there are things I won't. I am so grateful for the setup between me and my husband where we have some of the things taken care of in our home. Once a week, somebody's come, they have to do deep cleaning. It helps me. It helps me because I wouldn't been able to do it, being able to clean the house every day thoroughly, showing up on your business thoroughly, being a loving spouse thoroughly, loving yourself. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna cost you. So you either put that time in your business because you need that time. You need the bandwidth, you need the energy, and would you rather spend that energy to work on the concept of your content or mop the floors? When your idea is young, yeah, you'll have a clean house, or fold laundry. You'll have folded laundry. But I tell you, by the time you're finished, you won't be able to post the amount of volume that you need. I was just recording on my journal just a minute ago. Something that Homosi normally says. He says, do so much volume, it will be impossible to fail. And I have seen how volume really teaches you because you fast track your process, you see, okay, you have more data to work with. But yeah, for you to be able to do that, honey, honey, you need to know. You need to reduce your social life. You need to reduce things that drains you emotionally. You have to know how many things drain me. I admit I am those people that emotionally social time drains me. Like I will enjoy the time for sure, but I will still feel taxed afterwards. Likely than not. So I do less social engagements, I do less social engagements. I do less physical work. I'm very intentional about it. I have moments where I just wake up, and this little bit private, but it has to be. There are moments where I wake up, I pause before I brush my teeth. I pause before I shower. If I have an ounce of energy, I focus that energy first in pushing the needle because that is my top priority. This business has to grow the wing. I mean, the wings have grown. It has to have the capacity to fly high. We are making little leaps, and I'm so grateful. In fact, forgive me, let me not say little because, even separating a person legally from their money for 1 cent is no joke. So I'm grateful for people who have been buying. So if you can get €1, 1 cent legally, that is massive work. So no, I've not made little progress. I've made huge progress. There is somewhere I'm looking forward to go regardless. So I have work to do, and I'm showing up tired, and I'm showing up in a manner that tests my limits. Yeah, so I just wanted to share this because I started the journey to document my my journey, and I know I've not been updating a lot because yeah, a lot have been happening. I took a course on fashion. I've been crafting my new collection. A lot of things have been happening, and I'm happy. I think I'll be able to regroup and bring you up to speed sometime. But today I felt this is paramount. So yeah, I don't know, where are you in your journey and how are things going on for you? And I don't know. Let me hear you in the comments. Bye for now.